Welcome to week 6 of Critical Thinking and Writing. We've finally reached that point in our course where you will submit this week your finished draft of the term paper that you've been working on over the last 6 weeks. It should reflect the changes, the corrections that you've received from the student proofreader. It should show a development in your argument as you've learned how to present the information from reading the Turabian manual on writing. It should contain the introduction, which states the point that you're making, the argument that you're making. There should be a logical flow to your argument, and of course in the conclusion you should summarize your main points for the reader. Bibliography, title page, everything should be properly Turabian formatted. Some of the things I'll be looking for will be punctuation, grammar, formatting. I don't want careless mistakes because this is your final draft. You've had ample time to turn it in, to read it over. You've turned in your rough draft. You've had a few weeks beyond that now to look it over yourself. You've had another set of eyes on it, and you should have looked it over now a couple times as well. So this should be a finished draft for all intents and purposes. It should also give you an idea of what a finished draft looks like, so that in your future courses, when your professor asks for a term paper due week 6 or 7, you know what that standard is. You know what it should look like. So the grading rubric that I will use in grading your papers will give you a good idea of what your professors will be looking for. And I'll be sure to attach that to your paper as the last page of your term paper after your bibliography, to give you an idea of how your paper was evaluated on each of its constituent parts. Other than the term paper, which is the big assignment for this week, you'll be continuing your reading in the Trivium and your reading in Come Let Us Reason. This week the focus is on literature and on language and essay writing. You're also going to have your final quiz, which is the questions will be drawn from those textbooks. Just like previous weeks, there will be 2 discussion board promptings. One of them will ask you about worldviews. The other one will ask you about what stood out to you from your reading. So that will be everything that you're going to have this week, everything that you've come to expect. This is the last week of the quiz. Next week you'll have a final. Also next week you will be presenting your term paper in a PowerPoint format. So something for you to be thinking about as you conclude this week. God bless you. I look forward to seeing your finished products.